In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to find your base ID and API key in Airtable. We'll walk through this together, step by step, and by the end, you'll know exactly where to look whenever you need these details for an integration, a script, or a no-code tool. First, open up Airtable and go to the base you want to use. In this example, the base is called Untitled Base, and we're looking at one of its tables. You can follow along with any base in your own workspace. Make sure the base is actually open in front of you in the browser so Airtable can show you the correct documentation for that specific base. Once you're inside the base, look towards the top of the page for the area where Airtable gives you extra options for that base. You'll see a few different controls depending on your view and your screen size. What we're interested in is the option that takes you to the API documentation for this base. If you see something like Help, Apps, or Automations, it will usually be near that section. Click on the highlighted option that opens the API documentation. When you click it, Airtable will open a new page or tab with detailed API documentation specifically generated for your base. This page is really useful. It shows you all the tables, fields, and example API calls. For now, we're just going to use it to grab the base ID. On the API documentation page, look near the top in the introductory section. Airtable clearly states the ID of the base in a sentence that says something like, "The ID of this base is," followed by a string of letters and numbers. That string is your base ID. This is the value you'll copy when a tool or script asks you for your Airtable base ID. It's unique to that base, and every base has its own. Now, a quick note about API keys. Airtable has been moving toward using personal access tokens instead of the older style API keys, and these are managed in your account settings rather than in the base itself. Because these keys give full or partial access to your data, never share them publicly, never show them on screen in a tutorial, and avoid pasting them into code that you're going to publish. So, to recap, open your Airtable base, click the highlighted option that takes you to the API documentation, and then read the top section where Airtable shows the line saying, "The ID of this base is." That's where you'll always find your base ID whenever you need it.